Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks a lot for being here on one more of my videos. On this video I wanted to show you guys what I did using my NARS Afterglow palette. I think it's a fairly new product on the market. I am loving these eyeshadows and I am going to be doing a sunset type of eyeshadow look, and I started off with this pale orange color by Anastasia in the color orange soda, and I put it right on my crease and I'm blending it a little bit above the crease as well, and we are building this color very slowly. So this color is going to be our transition color. This is what is going to make the eyeshadow look a lot more blended, and I love this eyeshadow. I use it a lot as a blending or transition color because it is very smooth and it blends like nothing ever. Like, you don't have to be an expert at blending to be able to blend this beautiful eyeshadow by Anastasia, and Anastasia never fails, especially the single eyeshadows that she has. I am a huge fan of those. Up next, we're going to be using the color Crushed in the NARS palette, and we are going to be placing that color in our crease. And this is a slightly deeper orange than the one we used previously, and you are going to want to get a smaller blending brush for this. That way you can precisely put it right in our crease. And we are also going to be taking this in the outer V of the eye, also a little bit in the inner corner of our eye, because we are going to be doing a halo eyeshadow, which means the outer and the inner corner are going to be shadowed in, and we are going to have a lighter eyeshadow in the middle portion of our eye. Every once in a while I go in with the fluffier brush to kind of blend out the outer edges. I think that's mainly the trick for a very blended eyeshadow. I am in no means a professional makeup artist, but I feel like this works. Like, every so often you gotta go and blend it in, blend out the edges, and that makes for a much blended look, like I said. Next up, we are going to be placing the color Deep Cut, which is a deeper, like a magenta color. This color will also go on the outer edge, on the outer V of the eye, and in the inner edge or inner corner, I mean. So wherever I put the oranges, I'm gonna put this magenta color. So I suggest building it up very carefully and very slowly, because you can get reckless pretty easy and you're gonna start looking like somebody punched you in the eye, and that is not what we're going for. At this point, I was starting to question myself if this was gonna work out at the very end, but that's how I feel about most eyeshadow looks. They start looking crazy, and then at the very end they come together and it looks beautiful. So hang in there and we'll make it work. Next up is this color called Whipped in the palette, and it's a dark chocolate brown, I would say, and we are going to be placing it where we placed the other colors, in the inner and the outer corner, but you will place it much more careful and not completely on top of the magenta color. That way it looks gradient and ombre, you could say, from darkest to lightest. That's what we're trying to achieve here, and so that's what I'm doing. the middle of our eye, we're gonna be using this color called Bayadir. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is mainly glitter, so I would suggest using glitter glue for this. I didn't use it. It worked fairly well, but next time that I do use it, I am going to get some glitter glue. It does get all over the place, but you can't expect anything different from a glitter. It's very, very pigmented and very, very beautiful. You can place it with a synthetic brush, but I think it works better with your finger. Now that we have all of the eyeshadows on the eye, you are going to want to connect the inner and the outer corner with the dark chocolate brown that we used at the very end. So yeah, next up is bronzer. I'm using this one by LA Colors in the color Beach Babe. I don't think I have ever liked a bronzer more than this one. Even the Chocolate Soleil, I think it's called, by Too Faced. I really like that one, but I don't think I like it as much as this one, to be honest, even though the other one is high end. So I highly recommend it. For blush, I am using Bisou's blush color in Terracotta, and this is a Mexican brand. I'm not sure if you can find it here in the States, but I'm sure you can find it online. But if you want something similar to this color, I would suggest using MAC's Copper Tone. It gives you a similar effect on the face, on the cheeks, and they are both very beautiful. On the bottom lash line, I am going to be buffing out the color Crushed, and then Closer to the waterline, I am going to be placing the color Whipped, the darker brown. For my waterline, I am going to be using NYX's Golden Bronze, and I highly recommend this pencil. It is beautiful. It glides on like butter and it stays put. So if you don't want to use something as harsh as black would be, I suggest putting this one on, and this is like such a perfect summer color for the waterline. Like I said, I highly recommend it. For the lips, I am going to be using NYX's Banana Split, and I started off by lining my lips in nude as usual, and I placed it right on top of that. I felt like it needed a little something extra, so I went in with MAC's Auburn, and I think it made it look a lot better. And this is the end result. Second option is this Lorax lipstick in the color Granny. It's like a nudish orangey color. It's a lot more toned down than the previous one. I also went in with MAC's Auburn like I did previously. I feel like this is a more subdued type of lip, and this is how it ended up looking. I really like the end result, and this is me posing for a thumbnail picture. Excuse the pouty lip. I hope you guys like the end result, and at the very least I entertained you some. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will be seeing you on the next one. Bye. Overrated. I always told them they could